Hey there folks, Peter here with BlackRock Business, and today in QuickBooks Point of Sale we are going to do a brief run through on all of the reports you get right out of the box. That's right, QuickBooks Point of Sale comes with a lot of reports straight out of the box, a lot of submenus here, lots of things you can look at when it comes to your data, your customer, your sales, your inventory. We're just going to run through and I'm going to give some comments on some of the reports and which ones are pretty useful and good. Before we do that, don't forget to click on the link down in the description below to get over to our QuickBooks Point of Sale Facebook group. I'd be happy to see you there. We can talk about errors or workthroughs or workflows, or you can request a video for this channel, whatever you want. People such as myself and other business owners would be happy to answer your questions there in the group. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe down below so that you can get all the best videos coming at you all the time. Okay, let's do it. We're on the reports menu up here, and you can obviously go to the reports center and you can see pretty much the same list of reports, just kind of in a different format. It's a little quicker and easier to just go through the menu here, but you end up in the reports center anyway as soon as you do open a report. So quickly, let's just go through this. On the sales menu, we have some general reports. This one's pretty great, best or worst sellers. You can see kind of like the products you should order more of and the products you should probably stop ordering because they're not selling at all, right? Now, most common returns, that is going to give you a little view on which products you have in your store that people either they bring it home and they don't like it, or maybe it breaks, or maybe it's often defective and people have to bring it back because it wasn't what it should be. You're either going to want to talk to your vendor about those products, or you're going to want to find a new vendor with a better quality product, of course. Now, general sales item summary. This is going to list item by item and just give you a total. Total sales, total money, whatever columns you want to add there, just a total for each item. Now, general sales detail is going to be real nitty gritty, and it's going to, I believe, have all of your different sales, and you can expand them and look at all the items, and it's going to be really, really detailed on all of your sales. Excuse me. Now, you can do department summary for sales, and that'll help you to see the totals per department. And this is why when I talk about building out your departments, I'm like, you don't want to get too granular, or it'll be hard to compare to each other. But you also don't want to be too broad where there's all sorts of different types of items in the same department. This department summary of sales will give you a great report on total quantities and total dollars sold in each department. And you can also see the margin, and in that manner you can see which are your most profitable departments. Maybe you want to order more and more products in a certain department because it's a big margin department, right? Now, style summary, if you don't know what styles are, they could be a cross-hatching of color and size. I like to use the example of either jeans or shoes. You know, you're going to have blue jean, black jean, green jean, and then you're going to have, 28, 30, 32. Now, the style summary will help you to see which size and color of a product is selling the best, and therefore, once again, when you go back to ordering, you're going to want to order more of the sizes that you're selling all the time, right? Because you don't want to sell out. If you order 5 of everything, you're going to sell out on the styles that are more popular, like the sizes that more humans are this size, so I should order more of that size, right? Now, vendor summary. Very much like department summary, this is going to help you to know what your best vendors in this case are, what vendors are selling a lot, what vendors give you the best margin that you can work with, and so you're going to want to order more from the vendors that are doing the best. Promo code summary, I believe we've talked about promo codes in the past, and for promo codes, It's kind of like if you're handing out flyers or something, or people come to you from Facebook and you want to note that in the promo code, you can see where your marketing budget or your marketing dollars are going the farthest, where the most people are coming from if you are recording promo codes. Discount summary. This is going to show you kind of like how much money you've discounted off for different discount codes. Helps you keep track of why you're giving discounts, and you might want to follow up with your employees if you're seeing discount codes that are being used too often for certain reasons. Date comparison, you can compare this date to that date on sales and see maybe you want to compare to last year or 2 years ago or what have you. And then of course mobile sales and mobile sales detail is all about when you check the mobile code, when you check the mobile check mark and you are selling products on your GoPayment app in your phone or your tablet. And we're going to have more videos on the mobile sales in the future. Now, graphs, a lot of these graphs are actually going to cover kind of the similar topics to what is up here, except it's going to give it to you in a visual form. And then, of course, we can look at tax, category, summaries, and details. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's how much tax you owe, but you're really going to do that in QuickBooks Accounting, so not a lot of people look at it here. And then if you are shipping stuff out and you are recording your shipping costs, you can certainly take a look at the shipping reports. Now, cash drawer. Cash drawer reports are simply the reports that you do at the end of the day. And even though they say Z out or X out in point of sale, these are really just a report. They're not actually zeroing anything out. So you can just take a look at how you did on any certain day according to your payments in your cash drawer. And then if you do payouts to vendors from your cash drawer, you can also take a look at what payouts happened here. Payments. This is going to be all about the button that you hit on the make sale screen to take a payment, and you can look at certain lists for the different types of payments and how you're taking payments, lists of checks, payment summary if you want to compare the different payment types, and then of course account charges. Now, customers, very important. I of course recommend that you record all of your customer names and emails so that you can have this for marketing purposes, but you can also just be looking up customers in different ways because of their selling habits or their buying habits or how often they come in. You can look at them by zip code if you're actually recording zip code. That's the key there. Some people, it gets to be a lot if you're asking for multiple pieces of information from your customers, but some people want to track the zip code, but other stores are just going to want an email. And you can, of course, look at your layaway, sales orders, and work orders. If you are a company that does such things, you can just look at reporting in what is waiting in those orders or summaries and deposits. Back orders is going to be a good way that you can track what people are waiting for to come in. Make sure you have ordered it and that it is coming in. And then we got a couple reports here for rewards. You can look who's on the members list. Everybody should be a rewards member, of course. And then reward history is going to tell you who has redeemed their rewards. Items, this is like inventory. You can look at a summary or a summary with activity. You can see your most active items that are coming and going all the time. If you're wanting to make a report and narrow down on some specific criteria for items, you're probably going to want to start at the item list, which is every item you have, and then use filters to narrow it down to look at exactly what you're trying to look at. Quick Pick item list is a easy way to look at what's on your Quick Pick buttons on the make sale screen. I don't know if I've made a video on that yet, but I will soon. Inventory turn is talking all about what inventory is turning over and values for that. Summary of current inventory in a graph, you see. And let's see, we've got adjustments. You got quantity adjustments, cost adjustments, and these are just reports about those adjustments and what is being adjusted. Departments, this is kind of a dumb report. It just lists out what your departments are. You could go to the department list and see the same exact thing. Purchasing, this is going to show you what is on order and how much money you are going to be spending for what is on order. And then you can look in detail on what is on order. And then receiving, you can see what has been received over a period of time, or you can see the summary or the detail on that. And vendor list, that's dumb. You can go to your vendor list instead. Employees, the best, well, if you are giving out commissions, you can look at that here, as well as tips. Not a lot of stores I see do tips. We also have the time entries. I have a video on these exact reports here, looking at your employee timesheet, the payroll, how many hours they're working. And down here, financial exchange is really just going to be reports on what has been exchanged with QuickBooks accounting. And of course, last but not least, we have memorized reports. They do have some that are already pre-made in here for some reason. But this is where your reports are going to go if you make a specific report and you save it, or memorize it is what they call it. So you can check out, these are kind of useful. Your best 20 items are going to be like your awesome total rock star selling items. And then busy times is going to help you schedule your employees. And there you go. That's pretty much the gist of all the reports. I tried to go through them as fast as I could, but maybe that gave you a little nugget, so you're like, oh, I didn't know that was there before. So if this helped you at all, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to leave a comment or a question, you can do that as well. My name's Peter with BlackRock Business. You have yourself a great day now. Bye.